Hello, 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 and good evening. It's Jean-Claude Monachon. It's nice to be here again, and definitely always as a pleasure to be there now on a daily basis every evening at 6 p.m. Swiss time. I just finished quite a very nice day, I would say, with several people from different places. Today, I had the pleasure to have a really nice conversation with a friend of mine who is actually living in Dagestan. So if you don't know where it is somewhere in the east of Russia, not so far from Crimea, I think. I didn't really check. Hi, Irshad, nice to have you. Good evening. And yes, so I had the pleasure to communicate with him, and we engaged in a very nice conversation. And the other one was with Geoffrey, who is in Guadeloupe. We missed each other last night when he started to try to contact me after the live we had on our group on Swiss Lifepreneur Affiliators, and he wanted to actually join us live, and we didn't see his invitation, so we could today have another opportunity to exchange some news about business, about life, about what is happening in his world and it was really interesting also to talk about some affiliate marketing, some tools that he's using, that I'm using, and to see how, let's say, how it was working for him. So super interesting from that point of view, and definitely always nice to share something with people that are positive. And this is maybe today a little bit not so much on, let's say, marketing, on social media, because at the end of the day, everything starts with that. Any business you want to do, you will have to start by having exactly the right mindset. And you have to be starting to realize for yourself. So the realism part is super important in what you do. It is not only valid for business, it's also valid for your personal growth in life, in your career, in your relationship. So sometimes also you have to accept the reality as is, and not put yourself in some kind of, let's say, demotivation. And this situation has happened to many people over the past months. But it can also happen in a, let's say, in a relationship that gets broken, for example, or friendship that are not friends as they should be all the time. And I see Marcel and Adi joined. Marcel, I just mentioned you at the beginning of the video that we had a wonderful talk this afternoon, and that you are located in Dagestan. So even if you had no power for a while, it was still cool. Very nice. So yes, if you go into any direction of your life, you have to take care of yourself, and sometimes you have really to think about that reality is not as you would wish. Things can change. It needs a lot of consistency, but also one thing that I can definitely recommend is that you need to stay away from toxic people. You see, since I have started these live talks, since I have started the group and meeting new friends, meeting new people, then you have also to realize that some will try to do some harm to you too. They will maybe not like what you are doing. They will probably also try to influence you in these different parts. So, and I'm sure you have had sometimes also the same experience. I can say in my life, what I learned from my father was really when you get up in the morning, you watch yourself in the mirror, you just be yourself, and you should be yourself also in the evening. And of course, sometimes it's not easy, because if you give your shirt and you would give everything to anybody, then definitely this has an influence, this has power, and this gives a lot to people. But not everyone is as kind as you think. Even though you may have had the best feeling in life, you may have had a long-term relationship, friendship. I was friend with somebody for 30 years, and we had a wonderful friendship. Then we made one day a decision to be partner in business. I think this was probably the worst decision we both took. So we became a partner in business, and when you are a friend for 30 years, you really trust that person. You really are into a relationship that you think you do not need any contract, you do not need anything, you just shake hands, and this has a value to me, even though today we should not shake hands that much, but I will not refrain from that. And then you trust the person that you are doing business, because you know this person as a friend. Well, what happened is that after a while you realize that maybe this friend is not acting as you would expect. Maybe he's doing things that are not really, I would say, pleasant in a business point of view. So every time you turn your back, you realize that you get backstabbed in your neck and your back, and sometimes you have to look back at the reality. You have to face this reality if it's happening to you. You have really to take decisions. Sometimes they are not easy. And believe me, the day you take a decision, if you are in a situation like that, and I don't wish this to anyone, then when you do that, you will even be blamed, because you maybe will stop a friendship. So in that instance, for example, I said, we are not able to be a partner in business, but we could still be friends. And let's forget about the business part. Let's do not fight about that and crush the whole relationship, relationship we had for so many years. Just move on. We are not done in our life, but we are not able to work together because we have different points of views and so on. So I was then the traitor, and this friendship ends. And then what you have to do? You have to look at the reality. You have to face the reality and definitely take your decisions. The change really my opinion on friendship, on a valuable relationship, on giving things to people, giving value to people, and just doing it because you want to help someone. It did not change, because this is something you have in your genes. This is something that you have in your blood, and unless you become really a person that has absolutely no opinion of himself or herself, then definitely you cannot change yourself. So having said that, really it was like that for me. That was one of these life experience, where I realized that if I do not face reality and accept this reality, then I could be, getting, I don't know, in a depression or whatsoever. I'm a very positive person, but here, this is also what I say, the fact of being surrounded by positive people helps a lot in your daily life, in your daily business, and this has a huge impact on what you are doing. There is you can do the test if you are not absolutely sure about what I'm saying. When you meet someone on the street and you maybe have not seen this person for a while, maybe this person will say, "How are you doing?" And usually the first answer is good, or maybe sometimes you even say, "Yes, it's okay, but," and then the moment you start to say, "Okay, but," or let's say, move into a little problem situation or feelings that you may have that are not so good, not so positive, maybe something happened in your life, in your job or whatsoever, that's the moment that you became super interesting for people. If you keep on being positive and say really positive things and have this positive attitude, mindset, you will even realize very fast that you are not that interesting anymore for many people. And this is when things are really changing. And that's when you realize that you are also changing the people that are following you, that are with you, that are together with you, because if you are positive and they don't want to, let's say, be in this positive mindset, then they have trouble with that. They really struggle that you can be positive. No matter what happened in your life, if you're positive and they don't want to accept that, they will go away from you. This is the same that will happen basically in this Facebook page. People who, or in the group, people who do not want to be positive will, first of all, I mean, if they don't have the right mindset, then they have nothing to lose there, nothing to search there. But if they have the positive mindset, then that will be a real engagement. And I really wish that if, for example, you want to join this Facebook group, that you can find the link on the left side of my page, then join it, because this will be a group where people will be also able to talk. We want to have positive exchange. We want to talk about, of course, as I said, life events, about marketing, about on Mondays about the scuba diving industry, and we had a fantastic session yesterday again with a lot of feedback after. So this is definitely something. Now, if you are in a situation like that, and I wanted actually to talk about self-care, so the mindset is definitely something that is related to self-care, and you have to really care for yourself, because if you put too many emotions in what you are doing, it can also be, like, say, I would say, backstabbing you, and this is quite important, that you keep that positive mentality and mindset no matter what happens. But the health is also on the body, so you can there as well do a lot for you. So, for example, if you are like me right now, not moving a lot because you have your business, it's maybe online business as mine, or having a lot of consultations online, so you are behind your computer, you are on the phone, you are sitting all day long behind your desk, then there are a few tricks that are important. So I have a watch that warns me that I have to move, but sometimes I forget about that too. So, but basically, people which are sitting all day long, and which are now also working from home, because so many people have received this opportunity to work from home. Some like it, some do not like it, and this is absolutely understandable. But the point is, every 2 hours you should get up, you should move, do some little exercises. You don't need to be a training guru to do that, a fitness guru. You just can do some moves, just walk, do an average of, if you want to do it well, you should every day walk 10,000 steps. You can have that in your any application of your mobile phone. You will find things like that. And you do not need to run, you do not need to make a lot of exercises either, but do some stretching, move your neck slowly, left, right, front and back, and do some stretching exercises. Go for a walk, take fresh air, no matter which weather you are having. In Switzerland, it can be today 28 degrees, and tomorrow it will be maybe 10 degrees if it starts raining. So we have to accept that. But in any case, this is what people should do. Really take this moment to refresh not only the body, but refresh the mind. Absolutely important to do that every day. Then I was a heavy coffee drinker, so I stopped, not completely drinking coffee, because I love coffee, and that's a little bit of an addiction to have a good coffee. But you can limit yourself on how many coffees you drink per day, but you can also wash it down. So basically, a recommendation is to drink at least 2 liters of water, not with gas, just pure tap water or any fresh water, depending where you are. The water cannot be drunk from the tap like we have here in Switzerland. But then drink 2 liters. I drink 3 liters of water every day because I think this is really a good body cleaner. No need to add many different things. So no sugar, nothing, and this is enough. And you have people right now. I talk a lot with people from different countries, and they were really in a lockdown. They gain between 20 and 30% weight during this lockdown. So now comes the hard exercise. The bikini figure is gone away, and they have to work hard to get it back. And the older you become, the more difficult it is. So that's why here some recommendations, and I hope you enjoy that. Right. So this was today a little bit of the mindset and self-care session, and definitely I greatly appreciate people who are joining this channel. And tomorrow we will move on with a different topic, again related to marketing. And check out also the post that I'm going to put in the group a little bit later. It will be an advanced announcement on the group, but then also on the normal page, on this page, you will see something that will bring you a lot of value if you plan to work with a Facebook group. So just check it a little bit later. We can also talk about that more in details in the next few days. Again, for the ones that have not registered to that, there will be a link also for the free training that will be done on the 27th of July. Now, I got also this question: is this free training running by myself or by Marco? No, this is just a link to a group of people called Legion. They do provide a monthly, on a monthly basis, 5 days of free training on how you can grow your Facebook page in an organical way. So that's it. I'm not having shares in that. I'm just providing that as an information to you, and you register and you gain this training, and that's for free. So that's it. So thank you very much for joining me again today. I will see you tomorrow, and I wish you a wonderful evening, and I say ciao.